What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, the dope. It's hump day, baby, baby. A boo, we do whip, a do, we do whip. All right, man, look. Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter. Pay-per-view. Coffee. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. We have to really see that this fight is really happening. But as it seems to be official, pay-per-view, that's what Errol Spence was waiting for. All right, man, look. Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter. Should it be pay-per-view? That's the question. Well, here's why I think it probably shouldn't be. And here's my reason. Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. That's pay-per-view, July 20th. Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter. They're talking about August, September. Okay, let me break it down. You have the 4th of July, right? You buying the beers, the pop, the chips, you got the ribs, you got the chicken, right? You got all the fireworks, making sure that everyone's having a good time. That's money. Then 2-3 weeks later, you order the fight, $80. Manny Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman. Oh, you're ordering that fight. Then the pop and the beers and the chips and the pizza. Money. You think those same folks are going to turn around 3-4 weeks after that and purchase Shawn Porter versus Errol Spence pay-per-view? You got another thing coming. You got to kind of think about that. Deontay Wilder, he was one to say, hey, look, this Brazil fight, this isn't pay-per-view worthy. See, pay-per-view, those are the type of fights to make people push aside their rent, push out their mortgage so they can watch the fight, because the fight, they got to have it. Brazil versus Wilder, Wilder said that's not that caliber of fight. He understood. Now, this is no diss towards Errol Spence. Errol Spence feels that he's that type of superstar. Fine. Shawn Porter, we know he's not that type of superstar. Good fighter, though. Like I said, he's somebody that should get a lot of credit for what he's done in the welterweight division. But the casual, the people, when they look at him fight, they're not that excited. It's not sexy. Okay. But Errol Spence, he feels that. The fight itself, exciting. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to pay for it. It's my job. I'm going to have a good time. I think that's an awesome fight. But the last time people saw Errol Spence, it wasn't a knockout. Mikey Garcia, he survived all 12 rounds. So it wasn't sensational. This is difficult. It's pretty tough. Also, pay-per-view, it feels like the past, doesn't it? Streaming, DAZN, ESPN Plus, that seems to be the future. Bob Arum himself, he said that Terrence Crawford isn't going to have another pay-per-view fight until he fights Errol Spence. Now, that may go without saying. Does Terrence Crawford, does he have the opponents that are pay-per-view worthy? Or is it that Bob Arum, he understands that pay-per-view is a thing of the past, and Bob Arum is no spring... Hey, Google, how old is Bob Arum?
Bob Arum is 87 years old.
Bob Arum is 87 years old. He understands trends. Streaming is the future. In conclusion, Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter. That's a wonderful fight. It's a meaningful fight. You have the WBC, you got the IBF. This is a unification bout. Very important. I did my prediction on the fight already. I got Errol Spence winning. Not sure what Shawn Porter can do on the inside or the outside against Errol Spence. I do think he's a very explosive fighter, right? I think from the outside, he's faster than people recognize. But when you look at him against Ugas, when he was fighting from the outside, he wasn't that sharp. He wasn't that accurate. Errol Spence will make him pay for that. Got Errol Spence. Very important fight, though. Very exciting. We'll see what happens. ShowBizz the dope. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you think that this is a pay-per-view worthy fight, because that's definitely in question. I'm out.